Hey everyone, welcome to Late Night Pyramid Intel, day number 4. Tonight I'm going to talk about letting go and staying in the flow. And this is one of the most important videos that I'm making because everyone needs to hear this if they're able to hear it. This is across the board information that will save people's lives, bring them great peace if they just apply this information, or even the possibility of this information. You're going to feel a lot better. The problem as I see it is we're in this huge energetic war, and most people are not aware of the fact that they are in an energetic war. And even if they entertain the possibility, they still, because they're not consciously living and treating their life and making decisions and accepting things as if they are living in an energetic frequency-based universe. And so you have to embody and live your life and look at everything that way as if this is true in order to be effective. And this is necessary for you to be safe and happy and continue to move forward as painlessly as possible. What I'm seeing around me right now is people not understanding, and they're getting shaken in a frequency field that they don't know what it is, and they don't know what to do about it. They're having nervous breakdowns, and they're having health problems, and some people are dying. I had a vision that this is how it was going to go down, and now I see it going down. So I knew that today I would have to make this video. So if you're not ready to hear something that could be considered weird or different, this isn't the video for you. You should probably log off. I have a lot to say. I'm not going to say it all at once, though. And, not all parts of it, how deep you want to go down the rabbit hole, is going to be for everyone. But this is a video that I'm not here to change your religion or your view, your perspective, your political party. It's beyond all of that. This is just acknowledging that you live in an energetic world, an electrical world, and that your body is electricity. That simple fact that you have been denied that truth. Even though the information is out there, you can research it, and I think that you should if you're questioning it, so you can see that there is science to back this up. Then you might be a little more inspired to operate in this way. Do what's necessary. I'm not bringing you just like my humble hippie opinion, or no, this is science-based stuff, and it doesn't matter whether you believe in God or you believe in nothing. It doesn't change the fact that you live in a physical reality. Your interpretation of your physical reality and all the different components is affected by your belief system as to religion or non-religion or whatever. It doesn't change the actual facts of physicality that are occurring. Okay, there's a difference between the physicality facts and your belief system, though your belief system will greatly affect your interaction with the physical realities. Okay, so anyway, here's the deal. It is a fact that we are moving, the planet is moving through its little orbit around the sun, and it's in, at this point in its, orbit around, you enter this cloud of vibration that is much higher than what it normally has been. Okay, so that is like stepping into any high frequency field that's different from what you normally exist in, creates stress on the central nervous system. It's like when you go in water, the pressure on you is different. It's pressing on your lungs, it presses on your temples, it's uncomfortable, it feels totally different. Sometimes people panic if they're claustrophobic once they're underwater, but at least there's water around you, and you can say, I have pressure because of the water, and you don't lose your mind because you're aware of that. The problem we have going on now is people are not aware of what's going on. They're having physical symptoms. They've been lied to, and they assume it's something else entirely, and their brain goes berserk. They panic, and they're getting sick. They're dying. They're having mental breakdowns, emotional, and the human response, because they are unaware of electricity and flow and how they actually are in this physical world. They do the polar opposite thing of what would help them feel better and help them move along in a healthy way. They plant a flag right where they are and they dig in to what feels solid and comfortable and safe. And, you know, we're living in a flipped world where what's down is up, what's up is down. Everything is a big fucking lie, okay? So that is the worst possible thing you can do. The one thing that we think that will bring us comfort and be safe is what can potentially kill you. And here's my disclaimer. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a medical doctor. This is not medical advice. This is simply entertainment purposes only, okay? So bear that in mind. You want to hear what I have to say? We'll continue forward. Physicists have been saying for a long time, and you know, that we do not have a physical reality. We have a vibrational reality. Nothing is solid. Table feels solid. It's actually a bunch of vibrating molecules, right? That's like basic science. I'm sure you experienced something like that a long time ago even. Okay, so we know we're not solid. We know it just appears solid. Great. That's the first step. Even if you just stop there, you've already acknowledged that it's not solid, that it's actually vibrating, it's energy. Well, we've come way past that as far as how much of a holographic vibrating, whatever, that we are. So with that in mind, you really want to integrate that into your way of interacting with the environment, taking care of yourself mentally and physically. When you're getting blasted with an energetic that is affecting you and it's overloading your circuits, this is why I talk about this stuff all the time, you're gonna have problems. If you don't know what it is okay, what happens when you shoot in a whole bunch of electricity that your house isn't wired for? Okay, you have a 1920s house, but you're on 2022 electrical, capacity. You don't have the wiring for it in your house. You send a big surge in there, what happens? It blows it out. How does that work when your electricity is flowing through a physical body? Heart attacks, aneurysms, system overload, electrical overload. Okay, that's what's happening. You're going to get sick. You're going to have an overload on your central nervous system, your immune system. All your systems are going to blow out. You're going to go down. You're going to get a bug, a germ, and your system can't handle it because it's so inflamed and so overloaded. You're going to get sick. That's what's going on, guys. And they're showing you the bugs and the nervous breakdowns and stuff, but they're not showing you the base cause of it. The base cause of it is the electrical flow, the overloads, and your inability to handle it in a way that makes everything safe and helps you adapt to all the changes. You're doing the opposite because you have not been provided with the correct information, which is blasphemy. But moving on. So with that in mind, this is the tip that I'm giving you in this Pyramid Intel. I made another video about it. I'm going to talk about it again right here though. And that is the flow of electricity. You have, if you look at a battery, this description is the easiest for me to wrap my head around. You have a positive end, you have a negative end. If you operate in one end of the battery, just one polarity, it's not effective, You need to integrate all of the energy. You need to accept the positive and negative, the male, the female, the dark and the light, in order to have a completed, balanced, effective energy. So, and you need to look at everything with the polarities of electricity, and the same way you would look at any sort of electrical flow like I described in your home. Your body is no different. If you look at your central nervous system, if you got an x-ray or whatever imaging that they have of it, your body looks like the motherboard of a computer, exactly the same. Kind of further proves what I'm talking about. Acupuncture has been around for thousands of years. Most people don't do it. Why? Because they have no idea that their body is like the motherboard of a computer. That's how it works. You stick a metal pin in and the electrical flow down the meridians, the main wiring of your motherboard is attracted to it. This is how it works. It moves your electricity around, rewires it, and it redirects it so that it heals your body. That is a simple explanation. That's how it works. And that's why it's effective, and it does nothing. It works with your body's own electrical system, the base support system of what you are, and without, adding drugs or this or that or physically cutting and pulling, that messes you up. And more people don't do it because they don't know. So anyway, with that in mind, If you imagine, like I said, you're putting in a bunch of new electricity, some of it's occurring naturally, it's vibrating around you. Many different reasons you're getting more electricity, but you must not dig in and or you will literally create a big block by stopping and planting your flag and digging in and clinging to the old and the familiar and saying, I'm not going to look at the new things, I'm not going to change. Well, kiss your ass goodbye, because it's not going to go well. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be an asshole. You guys know I'm cut and dry. I'm not gonna, we don't have time to fuck around. You know, if you don't get this, you're gonna have problems. When people in your family are having nervous breakdowns and stuff because they're getting blown out for these reasons, there's not time to talk theory. Okay, so if you have questions about this, please go research it now for your own well-being. Okay, that's what you need to do. So when you're feeling mental, emotional stress, you're having a nervous breakdown, or your body is having a systemic overload, it's shutting down your inflammation and your nerves, everything's feeling fried, things aren't working right. You go to the doctor, they can't figure out what's wrong with you. Of course they can't figure it out, because they're not looking at the right things. So you can help yourself by, when you have an overload of electricity, what seems like the reasonable thing to do? You need to remove the blockage so the electricity can free flow. If you have an electrical blockage, it's getting backed up at that site and it's going to blow. So you need to remove the blockage. If it's inside your body, what do? You stop wherever you are, you close your eyes, you breathe, you let go. Because in your body, your brain, you're stopping, there's something you're doing that's stopping the flow of electricity. It's a thought process. It's caused by thoughts and emotions, right? That's what controls everything. It brings us up, it brings us down, it creates blockages. So stop, let that blockage go. Blockages are not natural, and your body will interpret it as something negative. It's going to be angst, irritation, nervousness, fear, all those negative feelings, right? It tightens you up. You know that when something unpleasant happens, your stomach tightens up, everything tightens up, you can feel it. And then when you start to relax, what happens? You go get a massage, you're like, all right, and you stop clinging on to whatever it was, you relax, and the energy starts flowing again, and you feel like, and you're okay. That is how you need to function every single day. You need to start looking at it. When you focus on that being your reality, feeling those feelings, this is not new stuff, you just don't have it at the forefront of your mind. When you go out in the world and you interact every day and you're feeling anything physically, mentally, please just look at it that way. Acknowledge the frequency of it and address it accordingly. When you feel calm and relaxed, and you're ready to open up your eyes and go out there and apply the male polarity, take action, go out and move things around and make things happen and have experiences, shift right into that and go and go and go and go and enjoy it and have fun and be effective. And when you get up against a wall, when you start hitting the like you can't move or something happens, information comes to you, whatever, and it stops you for a minute and you have pressure, what are you going to do? You're going to let go. You're going to relieve the pressure because you're getting an energetic block. That's what's creating that feeling, physical or mental, or, it's a block. So if you tighten up more and resist it, then you're creating a bigger block. And that's when all hell breaks loose. When you block it long enough, it's not pretty. So I'm asking you to rethink what's happening to you as you experience feelings and blockages and stuff like that. Once you see it, and you've had these feelings, you've already had these physical feelings in your body, it's not going to be new. You're just going to be looking at it differently. Then just stop and let go. Let it go. It's not real. It's electrical. It's not physical reality. It's electrical. Unless there's a tiger in front of you ready to eat you, there's no danger. You're imagining it, a possibility of danger, a possibility of some shitty thing happening to you. I'm so afraid. If something isn't right in front of you, remember, you're creating this blockage, which is great news. That means if you created it, you can uncreate it. That's not a word, but whatever. Let it go. Just let it go. What do you have to lose? If you open your eyes, you do the exercise, you come back, you're still just as afraid, it's in front of you, something's in front of you, it's going to kill you, then great. But I'm right about this. If there isn't something right in front of you trying to kill you, and if you actually go through the process of letting it go, you too will feel better, and you'll see it's true. So I'm 15 minutes in. I'm going to stop there. That is the single most important thing I can tell you. It doesn't step on anyone's toes or belief systems, and it's a fact. And you look into it a little bit, and you will see that it's true, and it will benefit you. And when you see people around you that are really having nervous breakdowns, now you know what it is. You know what's happened. They're all those feelings, and change is hard, and going with the flow, we know we should do it. It's very hard to do. But why do they say go with the flow? They don't describe, these famous wise sayings, there's always such truths there. Go with the flow, because that great saying comes from, we know it's true. Well, if you weren't electrical flow, if it weren't all about the flow and electrical flow, you're not flowing water, you're not flowing earth. There has to be some kind of an ether flow, an electrical flow, for that saying to be real and to matter. Well, there you go. So, and really that's all it comes down to. And if you master this, it might take a little bit of time to come naturally. Once that becomes your thought process, girl or guy, you're going to become, when you'll be in the flow. And we all know that being in the flow is a lot easier than fighting against the current. And that it's going to kick your ass, and it might even possibly kill you. And we are in highly volatile times. Highly volatile times. If you don't master this now, you just might be a statistic. And that's the last thing I want for anyone. So this is an easy one. Apply it. What do you have to lose? See what happens. And if you see anyone in distress physically or mentally, if you're a light ray and you're like on the, you got a PhD in this stuff, temper yourself, okay? Because you will overload people, you'll blow them out, and they're going to dig in and plant their flag firmer than ever, and you're going to lose them literally. And, and that's, so this is enough. I believe this is enough. A lot of light rays, myself also over the years, walked around fully in knowledge, but still not integrating, not living it, experiencing it, the truth that we know. That's part of a program too. We're all fighting these off, even those that are carrying great amounts of wisdom. Breaking these programs is not easy. You need to do it every day. We integrate it every day. Reprogram yourself every day so you get fluid in it. And no matter where you are in the journey, every little bit, one little baby step in the right direction of truth, of operating within the correct frame and letting things free flow, taking care of your body. Those blocks, guys, they kill you. They give you disease. They cause every health problem. They don't tell you the truth, because your health problems do no fault of your own. Never mind, anyone doing anything nefarious to you, just not telling you the truth and having you operate in a way that is actually absolutely detrimental to your health. It's killing you. That's what they've done by telling you that things work this way when they work the complete opposite. It's very clever, very diabolical, and very true. So I hope this resonates. I hope it helps someone, and you've got this. We can do this. One crumb at a time, one baby step at a time, one integrated truth, and we're all going to be better off. And this looks like a bad thing, but it is a beautiful thing. That's the final message, too, that I wanted to make sure I tell you. They've twisted this. The people that run the information have twisted what's really happening. What's really happening is, without doing any, going into the hills and meditating and, really searching for information, we're flying through the universe with light, information's popping off. All you have to do is grab it out of the air and look at it. It's the easiest time. It's beautiful. This is how you go into a golden age. All the information flies right at you. You don't have to go online and look for it. You don't have to, it just comes, and you read this and you read that and you grab this and you grab that, and it's beautiful. Great opportunity, to really be amazing. And you have been taught that this is a terrible, horrifying thing, that the planet's out of control, everyone is hateful, you're probably going to die from COVID, or your neighbor killing you, picking up a gun and mowing down all the children in the school. That's what you're being told. Yes? Well, I'd want to kill myself too. And that's why everyone is, that's what they see. So when that's fucked up and it's not true, you have nothing to lose by researching what I'm telling you. It's going to make you feel better, because it is a truth. And God bless you all. Please share this information, pass it along one crumb at a time, so that people can get some relief. Okay. And those of you that believe, pray, ask for guidance on how you process this information, how you share it with your friends and family in a way that they're going to hear you. You know, not everyone wants to hear about God, okay? But it doesn't change the fact that you're electrical. You were designed that way, either by a chaotic, you know, Big Bang, you just flew together that way, or God made it. Doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. That's not my department. I'm not here, you know, I don't sign into any system, any religious system, any political system. No, that's not what I'm here to do. I'm just here with dealing with the facts, finding the patterns and similarities and where the great truths are. There are certain things that go across the board. Those are the great truths. Those are the real truths that can pull everyone together and keep everyone safe. That's what I'm looking for. That's the information I deliver. No more, no less. Okay, so I hope you're having a great day. I love you very much. I'm trying to get a bunch of subscribers so I can do this live, because this energy, bringing people together, is effective, and it's going to help heal. It's going to help get the truth out there. It's the butterfly effect. It's electrical, you know, and that's what I'm going for. This is a healing journey for all of us, okay? One person wins, 10 more people win, 100, 1,000, the whole planet wins, okay? So keep up the good work. Turn off the news. It's a program to mess you up and spin you out. Having that open window on a computer where you just spin and spin and spin because it doesn't compute, it's malware. Remember, laugh about this because it really is funny. It really is funny. And is it that simple? Yeah, it really is simple. Most genius things are right in front of your face. I love you. Have a great night. Namaste.